Welcome back to G-Ball Vision, everyone. Thank you for stopping in. Today we have an exciting unboxing and EDC update to get to. Before we get started, double check and make sure you are subscribed here to the channel. I'd love to have you hit that thumbs up button. It really helps push these videos out there so more people have a chance to check them out. Let me know what you're carrying in your pockets today down there in the comments. Love hearing from you and what you're carrying for the day. So thank you to Wurkkos for sending the flashlight WK03 in for all of us to check out. This is a fairly new model from Wurkkos. Nice little unpackaging there. We got instructions, our flashlight, our USB-C cord, a lanyard loop there, and some general instructions on taking the tab off the battery, which I can show you here in one moment. Nice long cord. They aren't messing with those little 12-inch cords, which I appreciate. The little longer USB-C. And nice, okay. Yeah, I like this size. I wasn't sure quite what to expect with this one here. I saw it momentarily in a photo. There's the little tab you want to take off. And there is your battery, a nice Wurkkos 18650. Tail end is up there, and we have good tooling there on the tail cap. We have a removable pocket clip there, and then it looks like, no, that is not going to be magnetic. I was thinking that would be magnetic. A lot of times they are, but sometimes they're not. We have a sleeve there covering up our USB-C port for charging. You can charge this via the USB-C, or you can take the battery out and you can charge it externally, whichever one you like to choose there. Simple on and off, so it's going to be just a simple press to turn it on, and then hold it down in order to rotate through the modes. So we have moonlight, low, medium, high, and then high is a double click while it's on. A triple click will get you into strobe. Very simple user interface. I didn't even look at the instructions yet. A lot of times they are either push and they'll turn on, or they're push to hold. And sometimes, you know, you push the button and it'll cycle through the modes. Other times it shuts it off. In this case, if you just click it, it will shut off. If you hold it down, it will cycle through your different modes from moonlight, low, medium, and then high. Or I guess it could be low, medium, high, and then turbo. Low, medium, high, low, medium, high, turbo. So that's what it is. It's going to be a 4 settings for the simple light, and then we have that 5th setting for the strobe there, which is a triple tap. And then a quad tap does nothing. So I'm guessing, yeah, it knows. That's crazy. So if you do 4 taps, it doesn't do anything. I'm sure there's other information on this flashlight here as far as if it can be programmed and all that sort of thing. We have this nice knurling here, texture on the main body as well as the tail cap. And then we have this really deep texture here on the head. There's a nice look at the bulb and the glass. Always well done from Wurkkos. I mean, all the flashlights that I've experienced from them, they've always done really well, and they are very well priced. If you're looking for a good flashlight, whether it's one to keep with you on a day-to-day basis, or if it's one for around the house, a keychain light, I mean, there is no shortage of flashlights these days. Yes, there's still garbage out there, for sure, but a lot of times, you know, you have companies like Wurkkos and a plethora of others that are just putting out really high-quality, budget-ended flashlights. Definitely are better options out there if you want to spend a lot more money. Definitely can do that. But if you're not interested in doing something like that, you're just trying to get a good value, you know, and something you can actually use in whatever scenario it is. There's a lot of good brands, and Wurkkos is definitely one of them. We'll have to do a kind of collection of the Workos flashlights I have and kind of go over them, because we have everything from a small EDC light like this one here up to a large around the property style flashlight, I would say. But let's get to the EDC update that it's been a little while since we have done. So I took everything out of the pouch just so we can go over just the pouch, but we've talked about this one in the past. This is the Daily Carry Co. EDC pouch here, and I do have a coupon code for Daily Carry Co. and a link. I'll have a link for everything that you're going to see here today, and some of the stuff does have coupon codes, some doesn't, and most of it does help out the channel. If you want to use the links, that is entirely up to you. But this is the pouch that I've pretty much been going with the last couple of months. It's been a little while since we've done an EDC update. I have to tell you, especially going into wintertime, I don't mind a little bit larger pouch like this one here, just because we're wearing hoodies and jackets, and, you know, we have a lot more pockets on us than normal. Like in the summer when it's hotter. And this is a really well-made, solid pouch. It's hard to convey through the video, but it's just really well thought out in terms of it being a fairly rugged pouch. But also, you know, look at the zippers here. They're closed off to help eliminate water and whatnot seeping through. Very high quality stuff. We have some tubing that has been shrink wrapped, I guess you would say, heat wrapped around the cords, the paracord pulls here, just to give them added life. Very solid. Lots of organization here. We have 2 deep pockets, a couple of horizontal pockets here, a couple more horizontal pockets, a zippered pouch. And then we have that zippered pouch on the front. And if you are an RE fanatic or just have some, there's plenty of panel on both sides to kit this thing out the way you would want. I was possibly pondering putting this in here as well as kind of an addition to the EDC pouch. Probably either put it in here. I don't know. I don't know. But I am going to try to include this feller, the WK03, into this pouch here. At least that is my end goal. So what items have I been putting in this thing? And a little bit of pocket jewelry there with the EMP EDC coin. I keep a USB-C recharging cord, just one of the small little guys. It's kind of an emergency cord. I always have cords with me or around me, but in the off chance something happens to one of them, I always have this little backup one here. We have a mini pry bar here from Vastid. And like I said, I'll try to link all these websites, all these products down below. Another item I've been keeping in that zippered part is this Gerber curve here. Just a little multi-tool. Everything does lock. It gives you a little bit of capability. I've used it a few times. There was a point where I was going to pull this out, and then I actually used it a couple days in a row. I think I used the flathead a couple times. I used the blade once, and I think I used the Phillips head as well once or twice. So I started to get a little bit of use out of it, and I was like, I'll keep it in there. It's not taking up much room, and it's easy to throw in the pocket, put on a keychain. It's kind of versatile in that way. And this is a bottle opener here, as well as something you can kind of lash this to your keys or whatever. So kind of a nice little multi-tool there. And those are very inexpensive. I've been flip-flopping. I've been keeping these with my EDC pouches for, I don't know, the last 6 months or longer even. These are both from Daily Carry Co. as well. They are both gravity knives. This is the more affordable version, 14C Tanto blade with a satin finish. And then we have raw aluminum for our handle material. Just a nice, clean design when it comes to a gravity knife. There's magnets that hold all this stuff together. As far as the handle goes, there is magnets in there. And this is the premium boy right here. We have M390 on the Tanto satin finish blade. We have milled titanium handles. Just a solid construction. These things feel so good in hand because everything is closed off. So they just fit in the hand very well. There's no hot spots. I really am a big fan of these two gravity knives. Usually one of these is always in this pouch. It just gives me that extra versatility. You know, I know I have a knife with me, you know, in my pouch or in my sling bag in the pouch at all times. If I were to break my other one or lose it or forget it or whatever, I know that I have a reliable pocket knife that I can grab out of the pouch and throw in the pocket. I always find myself, at least for most pouches, going back to this pen. I have so many different pens from so many different companies, and I just always tend to go back to one of these Big Idea Design Pocket Pen Pros. I have two of these, one that I keep really small, which is this one, and then one that I change the refill in to make it a little bit longer. Not as long as it can go, but it's a little bit longer, and I just kind of flip-flop between those two. They just work really well in the pouches, and that's pretty much what I've been rocking with for the last couple of weeks as far as what's in my pouch. I haven't been including a flashlight in the pouch. It's something that I've been carrying on me, and I have an extra, but I've been thinking of not carrying it on body or in my pants pocket and putting one back in the pouch here. And I have the stuff that I use on occasion in here. The main stuff is going to be in my pocket, right? I don't have any big multi-tools or anything like that in here. You know, I do always have a multi-tool around or with me. Now on this side, I don't use any of these. I did have, let me grab it here. I did have the OLight O-clip, I guess, whatever you want to call it. I did have that here. But I took it out because I figured if I'm going to have a flashlight in here, I might as well make it a full-size one. And then I was like, well, I'm just going to keep carrying the one that I've been using, and it's always changing. This could definitely still continue to go in here, you know. It just kind of depends on how I want to set it up and what I'm feeling like I'm going to use. But a lot of this stuff I've been just throwing in the zipper here and rocking it out that way and leaving this open. Now there has been some times where I've put some stuff in here and it, you know, I'm not trying to kit this thing out as full as it can go. I want to be able to put some stuff in here if I need to, but if I don't want it real fat and thick, you know, it's not going to be. This kind of can compress into a fairly small package, but give you a ton of ability, you know, within it. So I really like these pouches. There's definitely all kinds of scenarios we could get into where this would be perfect, where this would be too big, where it would be too small. So it just depends on what you're looking for when it comes to a pouch. That'll be a problem there with the button getting hit. I don't know if that won't switch. So this might not be a good fit for in there because that button can definitely get hit in there. Especially, yeah, I don't know if that'll be a good idea or not for there. Maybe in here, less likely to get hit. We'll have to see about that. But I am liking this little feller right here. It's not too heavy. It's going to have enough power with that 18650 to get the job done when it comes to EDC. And I would venture a guess that this wouldn't be the perfect property or house flashlight, but it probably has enough power, you know, if need be, to get the job done. I don't know. I guess we could look real quick since we're already. So 1800 lumens on the turbo, and then 800 lumens as far as the top high setting, 800 and then 1800. So definitely going to be able to put out enough power to cover you for a little bit. Like I said, guys and gals, I will link all this stuff down below. Whatever I have coupon codes for, I will link that down below as well. Let me know what you think of the EDC update here. And I'm going to try to start bringing the EDC updates back, as well as unboxings in the updates. That way there's a couple of things going on within the video and not just one solid thing. But we can go back to just individually doing an unboxing and then separately doing an update. It's just easier to combine the two, I've found. But you'll have to let me know what you think. I hope you all have an awesome day. Don't forget to hit that thumbs up button. Always appreciate that. If you like knife and EDC content, you're in the right spot. We release videos every day. Hit that subscribe button, ring the bell. I'd love to have you here. I'll put up a couple of new videos. Thank you all again for watching. I will catch you on the next one.